EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out, and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
To the right, that's Pitts. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump. They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll work forward for a couple. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Brings up second down.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Atlanta. We'll go play action now with Penix. To the left side, he's got McLeod. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now Penix to throw on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. And it's going to throw again. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep for Carolina, that's Jimmy Horn, Jr. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script. Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 26-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. Go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Carolina first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game that allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically, we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Falcons offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. It's a gain of 34.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And the Falcons are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll run with Robinson. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal.
Second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Robinson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. From the gun, here is Penix. And this ball incomplete on third down. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out first and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Third and 9. From the gun, it's Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Panther first down.
Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the
third downs, Mike,
line.
those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
No chance. go down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, like, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Caden Ellis in on that
2
stop.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Young. He's going to run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Young hands it to Hubbard. They work forward to the 40-yard line. DeAndre Alford in on the stop.
40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. 3rd down coming up.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
That halfway good for 22. It's a Carolina first down.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Young. That one complete to Legette. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Young. Field throw complete to Chuba Hubbard.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and goal. Here's Young. Taking off, and he's into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Matthew Wright to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Falcons 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Plant. It's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kershawn Morton in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle, ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
Do not kick it to 22.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 1st down.
1st and 10.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Young. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Catch made by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On first down is Young. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They're going to go play action with Penix. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
One final throw before the break. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The motion man here is Mitchell. On the give, it's Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1. Another run here with Hubbard. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun. Young. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down. Penix going to throw again. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. A gain of 7, and the Falcon first down.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these third and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
On first and 10, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Bobby Brown. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. From the gun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Falcons first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Penix. And he'll be taken down. They've got him back on the 50-yard line. Derek Brown getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They run over center with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up third and long.
Third and a long way to go. From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And now you need 2 hands to count how many sacks they've recorded in this one, Mike. I mean, they have been relentless throughout the game, and they get another big stop here.
The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. little play action with Young. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After making the field goal, here's right now to send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 38 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Play action. It's Penix. He'll be forced outright, and he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
He'll go. It's Robinson. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. The motion man is Sanders. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's the left side. Hauled in by Leggett. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's taken in by McMillan. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And it'll be a pickup up 4 as he stopped at the 24.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a 1st down.
Mooney in motion. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Moving to his left. There he goes again. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, They should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 3rd down, Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Rolling to the left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here, they leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up.
And he'll take this one in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Young. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to tuck it and go. The Panthers will take their first timeout as as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Panther. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Throwing is Young. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slap. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
47-yard line.
Now, second and inches. He'll run. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing on second down, Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On now is Matthew Wright in a pressure spot. This a potential game winner. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just one left in this game. We'll see. They'll come up now for second down. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.